Have you ever learned the art of disappearing? It's not a magic trick. There is no puff of smoke. It is a slow, quiet, and masterful craft of fading away. It begins with an unanswered text message. It continues with a declined invitation. It perfects itself in the silence that grows between you and the people who love you. From the outside, it is a mystery. It is a ghosting. It can feel like a rejection, a betrayal, a sudden and confusing coldness. But from the inside, it is something else entirely. It is a desperate act of survival. This is for the one who disappears, and for the one who is left behind in the silence. Because this quiet, vanishing act is one of the most misunderstood symptoms of a soul in deep, profound pain. We have been taught to see it as an act of carelessness, of indifference, of malice. But what if it isn't? What if the art of disappearing is not the art of abandonment, but the sacred art of self-preservation? What if it is not a person pushing you away, but a person desperately trying to hold the shattered pieces of themselves together? Before we judge the person who has faded from our lives, we must first try to understand the world they are living in. A world where disappearing is not a choice, but a necessity. A world where the cost of staying present has become, quite simply, too high. The first reason a person masters this art is because they are living with a profoundly overdrawn, energetic bank account. We tend to think of connection as something that gives us energy, and it can. Every small interaction, every "how are you," every bit of small talk, every email drains that precious reserve. A phone call can feel like a marathon. A social gathering can feel like a triathlon. When a person is grappling with deep depression, anxiety, grief, or burnout, their internal resources are critically low. Their retreat, their silence. Their unanswered text is not a message that says, "I don't care about you." It is a message that says, "I have nothing left." They are trying to prevent a total system shutdown. The second reason is the immense weight of the mask. When you are living with deep emotional pain, you exist in two worlds at once. There is the inner world of chaos, fear, and despair, and there is the outer world where you are expected to be fine. The effort it takes to create and maintain the mask of fine, to smile when you want to scream, to make jokes when you want to cry, to appear engaged when your mind is a million miles away is monumental. It is the work of a master actor giving the performance of their life. Every single day, disappearing is an act of rebellion against this exhausting performance. It is a desperate need to retreat to a place where the mask can finally come off. The solitude of their room is not empty. It is the only place where they are not required to lie, to pretend, to perform. Their silence is not about you. It is about their desperate primal need for a moment of authenticity. Even if that authenticity is just them alone with their own pain.
The third, and perhaps most painful reason, is the profound and toxic power of shame. When a person is truly suffering, they often do not feel worthy of connection. They feel broken, tainted, messy, and fundamentally flawed. In their mind, their pain is a contagion, a dark cloud that will burden everyone they love. So they disappear as a twisted, heartbreaking act of love. They are trying to protect you from them. They think no one would want to be around this. My sadness is too heavy. My anxiety is too much. If they saw the real state of me, they would be repulsed. They would leave. And so, to prevent the imagined catastrophic pain of that rejection, they preemptively reject you first. They build a wall of silence around themselves, believing it is a quarantine zone to keep you safe from their own perceived toxicity. They are not hiding from you. They are trying to hide their shame.
The fourth reason is a matter of pure physiology. When we are faced with a threat that is too big, too constant, or too overwhelming, our nervous system can go into a state of shutdown, often called the freeze response. This is a biological state of hibernation. It is the animal instinct to find a cave, to hide, to become still and quiet until the danger has passed. The demands of life, the stimulation of social interaction, the energy of other people, it all becomes too much for their overloaded system. Their retreat into solitude is not a social choice. It is a biological imperative. They are crawling into their cave to heal. Their quiet is not emptiness. It is a sacred space of attempted nervous system repair. They have disappeared from the world so they can try to find a moment of safety within themselves. And finally, a person may disappear because the pain has created a profound loss of self. The person their friends know and love, the funny one, the adventurous one, the reliable one, that person may feel like a complete stranger to them now. The pain has burned away the old identity, and they haven't yet discovered who they are in its wake. They don to answer your calls, because they do unhave the energy to perform the role of their old self. They don't know what to say, how to act, or who to be. The silence is a reflection of a deep internal void. They are in a liminal space, no longer who they were, but not yet who they will become. Their disappearance is a sign that they are lost, even to themselves, adrift in the disorienting space between identities. So, if you are the one who has disappeared, if you are the one hiding in the cave, please hear this. You are not a bad friend. You are not a bad person. You are not selfish. You are a person in pain, using a strategy you learned to survive. Your retreat is a testament to your need, not a measure of your love. You are worthy of care, even in your silence. You are worthy of connection, even when you feel like a burden. The art of disappearing can also be the art of deep rest, of sacred healing, of the quiet work of becoming. And if you are the one who has been left in the silence, it is okay to feel hurt, confused, and abandoned. Your feelings are valid. But I invite you to consider a different perspective. I invite you to try and look past the silence and see the pain. Their retreat is almost never about you. It is about their own capacity, their own shame, their own exhaustion. Your job is not to pry open the door to their cave. It is not to demand they come out into the light. The most loving thing you can do is to approach the cave with gentleness. You can leave a thermos of soup at the entrance. You can send a simple no-pressure text message that says, "Hey, I'm thinking of you. No need to reply. Just wanted to send some love." You can let them know in quiet, unobtrusive ways that you are not scared of their darkness, and that you will be there, waiting when they are ready to emerge. You are not trying to rescue them. You are simply bearing witness to their struggle and holding a space for their eventual return. The art of disappearing is born from the belief that our pain makes us unlovable. The art of healing is the slow, tentative journey of learning that true connection is not about being perfect for each other, but about being able to be imperfect together. It's about finding the people who are not afraid to sit with us in our cave, not to drag us out, but just to be a quiet presence in the dark, reminding us that we are not, and have never been, truly alone. If you recognize yourself or someone you love in this story, let it be a moment of compassion. Share a thought in the comments if you feel comfortable. Let's talk about what true patient support really looks like. And if you wish to continue exploring these quiet corners of the human heart, please subscribe for everyone who has ever needed to disappear. May you find the safety to one day reappear exactly as you are.